Hi guys, welcome on back. Finally, Jean has got the Hobby Lobby clearance stuff. I have two Hobby Lobbies I go to. One's about a half hour away. And one would put a few things on clearance. The other one didn't have nothing on clearance. Then I'd go back about 3 or 4 days later, and the one would have a few more on sale. And then finally the other one started putting on sale. Now, not everything's still on clearance, because there's stuff people are showing that are still not on clearance, but I've got quite a bit of stuff, so I'll show it to you now. The rest will show another haul. And no, I did not get everything, guys, okay? There's a lot of stuff I left behind. I only got stuff I know I'm going to use. And please stick around till the end, because there's a surprise at the end. Okay, so let's get started. First thing I got was this little puzzle kit. I like doing these 3D puzzles. So I'll just quick show it to you. And it was $18 down to $8.49. There we go. So it's down to $8.49. So this is, what's this one called? The Sunshine Flower House. And then, so it is, you know, all these little pieces that you have to put together. And this looks like plexiglass here, a bunch of plexiglass. Acrylic plexiglass. And then you got your inside, like your wallpapers and all that stuff. So this will be a ruler, tweezers, and glue. So this will be a fun adventure for me. Let's take this picture. You can, the box has a glare on it, so you can kind of see here what it's going to make. So it'll be fun. I've done a few, but these are all the steps. Hey, I mean, like, you have, it kind of just walks you through all the pieces there and how to put the things together. So they can be time consuming. They're, you know, fun, but I will do a project share once I get it all done. Wish me luck. Who knows when I'll get it all done. So we got all the greenery and stuff is in here. So, but for that price, I will enjoy doing that. Let's get this off to the side because it's so big. Now, I've kind of got things in categories. So odds and ends. So these were on clearance for $1.49. They're just the little paper mache boxes. I'm going to alter these, of course. So I picked up one pack of those. Put them here somewhere. And then I did get the rub and scrub. This is for doing your stamps. And so you just kind of wet your stamp and kind of, you know, get the ink off of it and stuff. So I actually don't have one at this time. This would be my ink scrubber. So I thought it was $1.49. I thought I'd pick it up. It was the very last one at my store. So put that off to the side. Maybe it'll stay on my desk. Maybe it'll get lost. And so then I got the pack of 2 spray bottles. So I can use it for water. You know, just put water in it, or you can mix inks. But mostly I use these for water when I'm doing, you know, different things I need a little water for. So like those. And then we got these little ink daubers, which might be a little hard to see here in the glare to see what they really are. And I've used these before when I'm working with like inks and stuff, the liquid inks and stuff. So you can just pick up a little bit, and then you can, you know, mix it, put it in your little paint thing, whatever. So I picked up a pack of them since they're on clearance, 37 cents. So, you know, for those, so good to have basic things I like to keep in my stash for when I need things. Of course, the large paper clips. You guys know I use these paper clips all the time for mostly when I'm doing my albums and stuff. And when I'm doing my albums, when I am cutting out the pieces, I'll use a big clip like this to hold all my pages together so I know what goes on what page. So those are down to 74 cents. They only had to, in my store, they only had the copper ones, so on clearance. That was it. A lot of things that I've seen other people show, they didn't have the same stuff, colors on clearance at mine. So it's okay. I got a lot of stuff, lots. The little flower punch, I'll add that with my other little flower punches. I'm going to be making some more flower embellishments. I'll do that on a video for you guys. So, so I put that with the little collection. And then they had this mix of glitter. I don't have any colors. I have the white, of course, but I don't really have no nice bright colors. So for $1.37, I thought I would pick that up. All the different colors in there. They're more of they're iridescent, they're the ultra fine iridescent pastel assortment. I figure I might as well have that in my collection, right? Okay, what's next? Some flowers. So over in the flower section, so I got this pack for $1.74. The pinks. I love using the flowers. And then I got the peaches here. Same price, $1.74. When they were $6.99 on $1.74. Amazing. And I got another pack of these. Of course, I had to pay full. There's a flaw there. I've had to pay full, well, Paper Studio price, 40% off, but now it's down to $1.24. I don't understand what's going on. If anyone knows what's going on. A lot of this stuff, they just got in new when they did that last big clearance. So I don't know what they're doing. I've heard different things that paper crafting is kind of going out of style. I don't know, but this is all, a lot of this stuff that I've got is stuff that they just got in. I was like, oh, okay, whatever, I'll take it. But, you know, of course, you've seen everybody do the tassel, 87 cents. That'll be really nice for the side of an album. Not this one, but it would work, you know. This is the ladybug one that I'm working on. So you can hang it on the side, on not the ladybug one, though, won't go good with that. But, so you can hook it onto the side of like a, you know, album, stuff like that. And then I ended up getting two different chiffons, the peach color ones and this lighter green and dark green. So I got two there, $1.74 from $6.99. You get 3 yards on each roll. Yep, 3 yards on each roll. So I like using this chiffon. It is nice for tying up my albums and my junk journals and stuff like that. So I like to have all that stuff on hand. Goodness gracious, all this stuff. But I love it. Okay, then we got this velvet ribbon. And this was the two color choices that they had at mine, 87 cents. And this will be nice for putting on. This one I can't open. I thought I could open them, but I can't without cutting them. So I don't want to cut too much open right now because we'll have a mess. And besides, we got a lot to go through, so we don't want to open everything. But this would be really nice. This is like these colors here, like in my junk journals and stuff like that. So add that to my ribbon collection. Now, we don't have a very big Tim Holtz section at our Hobby Lobbies. We never have. There's only very few things. So I did manage to get a couple things. Got the clips. I like using these clips in the albums. They're just a little smaller, you know, clips. And they're down to $2.24. His stuff was not, it was only half price, but it's being clearanced out. I'm going to get it because, you know, I like to have stuff in my stash for when I do a project. I don't know how many times in the past I get so frustrated when I got to do a project and I don't have what I need. So this is kind of why the little hoarder in me likes to collect things, you know, because I like to have things. And $3.24 for this one. And this is just a different envelopes. And yes, I could make these myself, but for $3.24, these are really heavy duty. And oh geez, he puts extra strong tape on. These are really heavy duty, and they're, you know, they are made for you. And you know, you can copy these and make your own if you want. Just to pull it apart and make your own. But these are really, really heavy duty. So of course, I'll be altering them. I use some for, this is like a nice one for your gift cards too, if you wanted to use that for. But I'll, you know, most likely decorate and put in my journal. This cute little pocket one, which, you know, you see me make pockets in my albums. So it would be easy to replicate that one, no problem. And then this one with the opening here where you can put a design there. It's really cute. And then this one. So you can either, like, you know, glue this down in the album or stick it inside of a pocket once you decorate it all up and everything. So just 3 of each of those in there. So I thought, you know, they're clearancing out. I might as well just pick them up. And then, of course, they had this one, which I love for putting in, having it for extra stuff like this for in my junk journals. I'll quickly take a peek at this. I haven't even looked at any of these. Now, these are like a postcard kind of material. They're heavy. So these would be nice. Like, you can, I'd paper the back with a more of a distressed paper, and then you could write on the back, and you could just add these into your pockets and as tags and stuff like that. So there's just all different kind of cards, like the cards, and then there's frames you can use. You frame things, all different sizes, a few different sizes of the frames. An avalanche is going to happen. And then some bigger cards. So you can decorate these more if you want. They are a smooth finish, but you can decorate them more if you want, stuff like that. But perfect size to add into pockets. But like I said, I would always cover the back. I don't like white in a vintage type album. So that pack. Okay, where are we? Okay, so over in I kind of got this stuff kind of nice and sectioned off. So over in the Agenda 52, the planner section, they're getting rid of, they clearance out this keychain. It says Howdy, so pick that up. I can add to it and, you know, use it to make a, you know, beaded dangle type one that I always make. And then they had a cute little smiley face one. So I picked up that one too. I mean, $1.24. It's like, yeah, because this is like a acrylic here. So that one was 87 cents. This was $1.24. These are actually metal pieces. So, and I could take this apart if I want and have 3 different ones, or make one, you know, big one, which we'll see. Then we had some different of the Post-it notes. I'll just open one of them so the glare is not on it. So they had some of these packs of Post-it notes, which, you know, I like to use Post-it notes a lot, but you can put this in your planner if you want. I probably would just use them like this, you know, and you can add the little notes on your planner or in your journals and stuff. I don't do planning. You know, I'm one of those kind of too perfectionists that I would be decorating my pages and never have time to write anything anyways. You know, I just need to write things down. I don't have time for the decorating part. But you can still, like, use these pages for in journals, stuff like that. But I'll just be using them to keep notes on. What I usually do is, when I'm planning my albums or any projects, I usually write the size down on my Post-it notes and then stick it onto my samples and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I work. I operate. Everybody kind of operates a little different when they're making things. And then they had this set, which is like the Cowgirl set for 87 cents. You know, you just, you know, can't pass these prices up when they do this. And then they had some clips. So it's got the, I'll open one again. We'll open one of each so you can see. So it's got this bookmark. And you could decorate these even a little bit more if you want to. And then it's got the clips too. So this set, it's Celestial Dreams. Got that set. And then the bees, which of course I was still thinking about a bee journal or something like that. And then this one's called the Faith Walk. And these are like this one was 99 cents. That one was 87 cents. This one I took out of the wrapper. So where's the wrapper? 87 cents. This one for some reason was a little bit more for the Faith one. Price-wise, I mean, $3.99, $3.49. Never understand the prices. I don't know. You with me, guys? No, okay. So then they had 3. Did I already unseal those? Yes. And, of course, I told you I don't do planners, but I like the stickers, especially in these flower ones. I will use a good portion of these stickers in other ways. So even when I'm just like, because I use notebooks for most of my note taking and stuff like that. And I could add something like this if I want to in the notebook or in journals, or like that would be a nice one for in a journal page. So you can write on that and stuff like that. So I would definitely use these for different things like that. I just love stickers in general. Like this would be a really cute border on cards. You can use that on cards. No one says they have to be used in a planner. And those, I mean, those all little icons if you want to use icons. Or icons. And then we start getting into some of the enjoy simply, feel deeply, push your limits. That gold is glaring off the light, dream and make it happen. So really nice inspirational sayings there. And then just the plain greenery. So for $2.24, yes, I'll take it. And then this one, that one was called the Moody Botanical. This was dried floral, $2.24. And I'll just quickly go through that too. All that foil just glares right off. But isn't that just pretty? You don't have to, like I said, use those wherever you want. No one says you have to use them in journals. There's no rules, guys, in crafting. Use what you like, put it where you want. Decorate the way you like to decorate. Don't need to follow the script, okay? Go outside the box. These are pretty too, because these are vellum ones. The clear backgrounds. Ooh, those are really pretty. You can put those on a card, in a card, anywhere. That's a pretty one too. And then I got this one. I believe I got a paper pack that's similar to this from the glass clearance or from the new stuff. I don't know, remember which. This one's called the Retro Vibes. And of course, you know, I've got at least one paper pack, retro paper pack like this. Little smiley faces, smiley faces. Michael, I know you can use those at school. Put them on your students' little papers. All the bright colors. Who doesn't like bright colors? I know Michael with Planning Time with Michael loves his bright colors and his floral. This one's on the clear background too there. And you can use these in, you know, other things too. Go and take your time. Yes, please. Good vibes only. Little flowers. Lots more smiley faces. Faces? Little faces. So that's that one. So got that. Okay, now the envelopes. The only thing I can say I'm disappointed in is everybody else's store is giving the plain colored ones, the pastel color ones, on clearance. My two stores are not putting them on clearance. So these are the only three they have on clearance. This is $1.12 for this. And I'll just quickly show you the little... And I like to use these for my, you know, if you've received my giveaways, I try to remember to put them inside my giveaways. And you can use these as a little thank you card for gifts, anything like that. And you can add to them, decorate them up more. You know, use them anywhere. So cute. And this one, and they're $1.24. So that one was stuck. And this one is, what is it called? Don't have a name, I guess. It doesn't have a name. The future is bright. Have a good day. Find the good and find the good, see the good, be the good. In this world, that would be nice. Keep shining. Smile. These would be perfect little inspiration cards to throw into somebody's, even your kid's lunchbox, you know. Throw in if someone's having a bad day. And then this one's... Can't put those over there. But for $1.12, and like if I don't like it, I can cover it. Because like, howdy, howdy, howdy. Feeling fine, that one's cute. Yeehaw, I wouldn't necessarily use. Disco balls, cute. Wild and free. So some of these I would definitely cover. And some of them I would. Just as is. So got those. And then I got my envelopes. And you guys know what I use envelopes for. Here's one of my envelope journals. So this is all made out of envelopes. The pockets. So this is one of them that I make. And I'll give you a sneak peek of Thursday's video. This little treat bag is made out of envelopes. So this is Thursday's video. I show you how to make these cute little bags out of envelopes. So I got the pink pack. Kind of a, you know, a brighter pink. For $1.24, you're getting 24. This is the A7 size. You can't go wrong with those prices because I make a lot of albums. This has 24 pieces and I usually do, what is this one got? 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. So that's four journals I can get out of one pack for $1.24. So I can't go wrong with that. This is like a really, really dark. I wish they put the color names on here, but they don't. Really, really dark blue. A7 size too. Let's show you one. This is the, this is the card with the white envelopes. This is all envelopes. I got to be careful with that. So this is the the card. Oh, it's inside and out is blue. That's usually you get white inside. Well, that's kind of cool. So, of course, I'll decorate these and everything and use them as regular cards, or you can just cut pieces out if you need. So it comes with the envelope. So 6 and 12 and 12. Yep, 12 each. Okay. And then this one is the flat cards, which I don't really use flat cards, but I'll use the envelopes and I'll use the cards for other projects. So 62 cents for that. So you're getting 12 of them in there, 12 of each, 12 flat cards and 12 of the envelopes. So I'll definitely, and this is this size bag, I believe. Yeah, the A2 size is what I believe I used for that one. I did make some, I think, A7s, other samples. You'll see that. And then this one's all envelopes. And this is the A7 size, $1.24. It's kind of a darker peachy color. And then this one, which I'll just take one of the cards out, or a dozen cards out. This is an A2 size, I believe. Yep, A2 size. And you're getting 12 of each again. But this has the scallop on it. So I thought that was good. That was nice. Maybe I'll make a little, ooh, geez, that's nice and heavy. Maybe I'll make a little journal out of this one. I like the scallop edges. Okay, I better write that down because I always forget what I say on video. And then this kind of mauve-y color. This is the folded cards and the envelopes in this one. So I get two different uses out of it. And then they had these cards. Well, let's show these ones first. This was just this blue. Kind of a nice bright blue, A7 size, $1.24 for that. And then this one here was on clearance, surprisingly. And this is just a flat card. This is the A7 size, I believe, 5x7. Okay, so this is just a flat card, but you can take and glue this down to a card. And if you don't want the thank you saying, put a different saying over it. So you can use it that way. You can put it on a card. So the flat cards you don't have to just not use. But I thought because this one I really liked the pattern on this one, I didn't care if it was a flat card because I could put it on my own card too. Use it as a topper. But that was really pretty. It's kind of a tealy color. And thank you. So those are down to $1.12. So I can't pass that up, right? All right, so then they had this pack of envelopes too. I opened them. And these were $1.62 from $6.49. You get 6 different designs. And let's quick show you those. This one says, many thanks. Again, you can just cover the saying if you don't want to use it as a thank you card. Thank you so much. But we need thank you cards too. You know, so maybe I'll put some of the bigger ones in my giveaways and stuff. Very thankful. They're very pretty cards either way. So grateful. And just plain old thanks. So who doesn't need thank you cards in their little stash, right? So for $1.62, yes please. This one was just a box of white flat cards, and for $1.87 I'm getting 100 pieces in here. So 50 of each. I couldn't pass that up because if I've got 50 envelopes in here, 50 flat cards, which is a topper for a card even, if you want a white topper. Or sometimes like when I'm using that dark blue one here, I'll glue a white sheet inside. So I can use this white flat sheet and put inside that dark blue one because you can't write on that dark blue one. So that would be a good use for these flat ones also. So don't pass those up. I mean, that deal, $1.87 for that. You can't pass that up. And my mind just goes places it should go. All right. Of course, they put recipe cards on clearance, which is fine. So I have extra ones for my recipe books and stuff that I make. 49 cents, guys. 49 cents for 25 cards. And I think it's just one style. Let me look quick. I'm not even sure. But we'll take a peek and look. Yes, it's just one style. And it's got the backing. But that's so pretty. And then this one. Oh, that one's got more than one style on it. The other one was one style. This one's got more than one. Let's take a peek at this one. This one was 99 cents. So that was really actually only half price. See, now there you go. They're both $1.99, but this one was 49 cents. And this one was 99 cents. Okay. I don't get it, but whatever. Yeah, probably because it's got more than one design in it. Let's see what it's got. So it has that one, and it's got on the back, it's got the design. It's got that one. So all your fruit. Same on the back. The strawberries. Some flowers there. And that one. Looks like it's supposed to be peaches, I think. So that's a good pack. All right. What's next? So just this one. And this goes with, well, that'll go with this sticker pack somewhat. And I know I have a paper pack for this one. This is Good Vibes or something like that. Might not have a name. But it's got all the kind of little retro things. Good Vibes, All You Need Is Love, One Day at a Time. So, and that was down to $1.12. So, and I don't have to use it with the paper pack, of course. You know, I can use a lot of these elements by themselves. But they're pretty big. And actually, they're, yeah, really nice, thick paper. So that, and there's quite a bit in there. 100 pieces in there for that price. So, that's will be in the stash. Got some tape. I found this little cutie patootie. You know, for packaging my boxes up for my giveaways and stuff. I thought we could put something fun on here. $1.49. Who says we have to just put plain ugly packing tape on? Let's put something pretty on once in a while, right? So got that. And then I did get some washi. So I found this one I liked. The blue flowers in the check. 74 cents. So I got that one. And then I managed to score one of these. And now, mind you, this was only half price, but still half price for this big Mac Daddy. The other Hobby Lobby didn't have this one at all. And you're getting 55 yards. Oh, and then different. So there's 50 of them in here. They're 5 yards each. Some of them are 6 mil. Some of them are 15 mil. Some are 10. Some are 20. But some of these would be really pretty on those candy wrapper charms I make. But you got I'll put it on this side. You can see better. There's no tag on this side. So, I mean, my goodness, look at all the variety you got. You got the bows, their big goes crazy. Turn this way, you got strawberries, you got plain, you got flowers. So, this was a nice find. I really didn't think I'd get this because everything goes so fast if you're not there the day they're marking it down. And it was the only one. So, got that. Okay. A couple pins. I do collect pins. So, I got a Care Bear one, $2.99. And Mickey. Got to get Mickey. Mickey was $1.62. You know, they don't put this stuff on sale. So, unless the clearance is out, they don't put it on sale. So I got those. Add to my pin collection. I did get some stamps that they had. Got this flower one. I like to get things that are somewhat versatile that I can use more than once. So $1.24 for this one, 8 pieces. And then, of course, I had to get some things for my junk journal as well. So this is a nice background stamp. This is just one stamp. So that'll be a really nice background stamp. $1.99 for that. So perfect background. And then here's another one that's perfect background too. I like the writing, and I kind of do like a second stamp. So it's lighter in the background. So I'll ink it, stamp it on a scrap piece of paper, then stamp it down. So get more of a lighter look to it. So I'll do that. That one was $1.49. Okay, let's go to the buttons, people, because you can't pass the buttons up. I'll just clip off the clips on the back. Oh, this flat back's already. Cute little donuts, $1.24. I'm going to try to keep the glare off. And this fall mix, some acorns, some leaves, and the pumpkins in there, 99 cents for that one. And that one I will just cut the little shanks off the back. This is the only glitter one I got. I don't really care for the glitter ones because I hate when glitter comes off on everything. I'm not sure if the glitter will come off much on this, but I hate things. But they're the ladybugs. I had to get the ladybugs. 99 cents for those. But I didn't get the other glitter ones. And yes, I left some buttons behind. Got the cute Christmas mix. You've got the little candy piece, the gingerbread man, and the cupcakes. 99 cents. I don't know. You tell me what's going on at Hobby Lobby. I don't know. These butterflies I thought were really, really gorgeous. So I had to pick those up. Yes, that's the word. We had to pick it up. Cherries. Kind of a pinkish red. I'm sorry I'm not taking all these out to show you better, but you guys have probably seen this clearance 100 million times. And, you know, we're already at 30-some minutes and we have the exciting stuff. So little daisies. Cute little duckies. Adorable. And strawberries. Come on, glare, right there. You can see, pretty good there. And oh, these hearts I thought were really pretty because they're kind of like a matte finish. They're really kind of pretty. They're not real glossy. So I like that they're more of a matte finish. 2 different colors in there. And then they had some pink bows. Scored that. Only one Hobby Lobby had the bows. Boy, those ones want to really glare. Pink bows. And then we got some snowflakes with a rhinestone in the middle. Adorbs. We're getting there, guys. The little bunnies. Bunnies. And the mushrooms. And then I have to show you, but I got to take out this one first because I have to show you what I did. So when I seen this pack, I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like, I had to literally, I didn't have my readers, you know. And so I'm pulling this way up by me. And I'm like, oh, they're little bears. But you can't see, right? I'll take one out. Because these ones are. So I almost went right past them. And I'm like, well, you know, who wants these bears? You won't be able to see them on anything. So here's what I did. Took my cute little acrylic pens, markers. And I colored one. So now you can see the guy much better. So I will color them instead. Because that clear one is like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe if you're using it as a button on something, you don't care. But, yeah, you know, I'm not going to use it on a button. I'm going to use it as an embellishment. And so there's a use for your acrylic markers. I really like this brand. I'll try to remember to link it. It's got from Amazon. It was a nice, big, huge set. And I love this. I love this one. This is one of my favorite acrylic markers that we have bought so far. Let me tell you, we've been trying. Jennifer's right now into testing gel pens, my daughter. So she's been buying a bunch of gel pens. All right, the stickers. You knew we had to go there, right? We had to go to the stickers. And I don't understand this because they just got these in, you know. So this one's on clearance already. And, of course, I probably won't use it on, you know, a cup. I'll probably cut it apart. You know, this one maybe I won't cut apart because it's so, you know, clustered. So maybe I will put it on. I got plenty of little mugs I can put it on. So we'll see what I do with it. But for 69 cents, yes. And then they had this one. Do you remember in the last clearance? I should have brought it down here. In the last clearance, they clearanced out one like this too. But it was smaller squares. So now they're clearancing out the bigger ones. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. 69 cents for this one too. This one's perfect because you can cut a row out and use a row on something. You know, so you don't use the whole thing. I'll be just probably cutting this one for sure apart. And then this one I'll be cutting apart too. The flowers. 69 cents. So it's pretty little flowers. I mean, don't think that when you're looking at stuff that it has to be used the way they're showing. These work just like stickers. They're a little bit stronger. They're like more of a vinyl kind of material, but they're a little bit stronger, and they work just like a sticker. There's no heat you have to use. There's nothing. You just put it on like a sticker. So don't pass that stuff up. Then I got a pack of the bigger hearts. I did get one before. Of course, I paid 40% off. But these are just heart stickers, but I like to have those around, you know, especially during Valentine's, stuff like that. So if they're going to clearance them out, I'm going to grab another pack. And then they also had the smaller ones for 74 cents. So I picked up another pack of that also. And let's go with the blingy stuff first before we do the patch stickers. So I was hoping to find more of these, but I could only find one pack. I really like these for centers of flowers or bows, or just add it onto your card, your page. This is 4 different colors. It's 87 cents, but I could only find one left. And then these. So the gold and the silver, and then the pink and the pink, hot pink, light pink. And let's take one out so you can see a little bit. It's still going to shine because it's, you know, they're so bright. But so you've got... But these, you cut apart. You can cut a row off. You can cut them individually. You can cut the square out. However you want, you can use these. You do not have to use this like this. So I'll most likely, of course, be cutting it apart. Whether I use a whole square or just take one off of there. But I got those two colors. 74 cents. Okay, let's go with all the patches. So all the sticker patches, like pretty much every one, was on clearance. I don't know. I just don't get it. These cute mushrooms that I know just came in. $1.62. So, of course, I had to get a pack. So, I make sure I have enough. And then these are all stickers. This cute little, you can see the, like, kind of glitter effect to them. The mushroom. Stars, 49 cents, guys. 49 cents for all these stars. It's really pretty daisy. This one's 62 cents for that cute cupcake. Yes, I don't have a use for them right this minute, but they're in my stash for when I need them. The poodle. Yep, showing that attitude. It's like my sister's poodle. I'll give that to her. She's got a poodle. Duck. Then you got the shooting star with the rainbow. This is like with the kind of the yarn thing, whatever they call that. And then you got this disco ball. Whoops. Took that one like, woo, up to the camera. The disco ball. The cake that says, yay. Be cute for a birthday card. And some more. The butterfly. 49 cents. The sequin star. Those are sequins. Oh, penguin. I couldn't get very many of them. I only got 2. Okay. Then we got the stars and moon gemmies. Adhesive gems. We got these little stars. I put this in my dog's album. That in their album. And then the mushroom ones. Now, I know this is a long video, and if you guys stuck around, then good for you, because we are doing our September giveaway. So for our September giveaway, guys, I got a bunch of stickers for you guys. So this is going to be a sticker one. So I know there's a lot of you that tell me, like, you know, you don't have access to Hobby Lobby. You don't have, you know, that much money, stuff like that. So I want to try to share with you guys. So I'm going to show you everything I picked out for you guys. So I'm giving the winner one of those ones. So they can use that. They can test. This is going to not be in camera, so because we're full. One of the mushrooms. I'm going to have one of them. And one of each of the bling, because you always need bling in your life. Need the bling. Bling, bling. And then a bunch of the patches I got you also. So, the star, the butterfly, the duck, the poodle, and more. The penguin, I can only get 2 penguins, so one's going to you guys and one I'm keeping. So the cute little penguin, too, gotta have him. The bee, a mushroom. And you guys can use these stickers any way you like. So I thought, you know, you can gift them if you want. Use them on projects if you want. Let your grandkids play with them, whatever you want. Okay, then you got this stars and moon jummies. The mushrooms. The hearts. And the stars. So that will be our September giveaway. And you know, there's probably extras that go in there. So, get this up here. So all I need you to do is comment stickers anywhere in the comment section. So anywhere in the comments, leave the word sticker or stickers, doesn't matter. And you will have till the end of day on September 25th to enter. We're getting close to the end. Well, if Hobby Lobby would have put my stuff on clearance, everybody else has gotten their clearance probably a month ago. I think I started seeing people. So my Hobby Lobby was very, very... And I did hear other people saying that they still haven't got much. So hopefully it's getting around to all the stores by now. Hopefully. So everybody has a chance who wants to get stuff. But for those of you that can't get there, you know, it's not in your funds, whatever... This is my way to help out, and you guys help me out by watching my videos and stuff so that I can afford to do these giveaways for you guys. So I want to give back as much as I can give back. So this is for you guys. This is our September giveaway. And so there you go. Comment stickers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this extra long little video. I know my friend Althea is enjoying it quite well because she loves my longer videos. So hi, Althea. Hope you're doing well. And I hope everybody else is doing well and having a good week. All right, guys. You know the drill. I will see you in the next one. And look for Thursday's video to see how to make these cute little envelope treat bags. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye now.